Good time of the day to you. This is Untitled Orchids. My name is Alisa. Welcome to my blog. I'm continuing with my plan of changing my life and moving out and becoming an independent lady again. So I'm going to report to you what I've done so far in terms of preparing and organizing and planning. So first of all, I've sorted my paperwork. I had a big cardboard folder and a large A4, like a binder file, full of paperwork of all sorts in there. There were old bank statements, there were old pay slips from a decade ago, from where I used to temp, and places I used to work, P45s, P60s, all that sort of thing. Old car insurance documents, pensions, packages, and you know, it's not just like the two pieces of paper saying what your terms and conditions are. It's just literally also like a printout of a pack explaining what it all means, and that's for like a few years. So it was a lot of sorting, and then after that it was a lot of shredding, and at some point I thought I broke a shredder and I thought I had to buy a new shredder, but thankfully I didn't, which just got tired and overheated. So that's all done. We've now downsized to just like a cardboard suitcase. So that's fine, and I'll try to keep it like digital from now on, because that's, let's face it, this is where we're heading. I think it's my kind of old set of mind was insisting on keeping everything on paper just to have it. So that's that, and now I'm going to insert a little time lapse of me doing all my paperwork if you're interested. If not, just keep scrolling and go to the next section. So the next thing I've done is I have sorted through my printed patterns. Again, it was about a 3-hour process where I had to get rid of a lot of patterns. And another thing I did was I catalogued them all in Excel spreadsheet. And now I have Excel spreadsheet where I open it up and I see what patterns I've got, whether I printed, whether they've been ordered from a copy shop, whether they've been printed and not taped, or whether they've been taped together, you know, whether they've been cut out and what size, or have they been copied and what size been copied, you know, so stuff like that. Again, that took me about hour and a half, 2 hours probably, but I'm really happy I've done that, because now if I want to make something out of my digital printed patterns, I can see what I already have. And obviously I will aim to use what I already have instead of printing the new stuff, unless I really want to make that pattern. So I've sorted that out again. I had to buy some extra storage, like plastic boxes in my local supermarket, but now it all looks okay. I think perhaps with time I'll probably get rid of a bit more, because what I also kept were the instructions to some patterns that weren't printed or ordered. So the instructions, there's like a good pack of instructions like that. Maybe I'll just get rid of those as well. I don't know, we'll see. But I've realized that I have a lot of stuff, obviously, but it's not like furniture or clothes even. It's mostly books, magazines, patterns such as Big Four patterns, you know, printed patterns that are printed, and obviously fabrics, a lot of fabrics, and a lot of sewing haberdashery, things like interfacing, buttons, boxes upon boxes of elastics and, you know, all sorts of things. So thankfully that's all neatly in, that all sits neatly in boxes, so as long as I can probably secure them with like a rubber bands so that the tops don't slide off. My boxes are from IKEA. They'd probably be pretty easy to move, I think, if I stash them up in like a Tesco's or Asda's, you know, like a Hessian bags, like at this size, you know, they'll be fine. Then these are the things that I bought, and I regret ever buying them because I never ever used them. I literally probably used each of them once. So I'm going to be selling them on eBay. This is like a red, infrared lamp. I honestly don't know why on earth I would be buying that. This is a nail drill machine, which again I used once, and I will exclude the drills from it, but the rest of the machine is just in perfect condition. And this is a Darsenval, whether I'm saying it right or not, like a face, what is it? It's like a face and hair care, like a very, very mild electric signal that's supposed to like improve your hair and skin and stuff. Again, never use it. This I don't know if you followed me on Instagram, I've ordered a camera. I was waiting for it about four months, never arrived. I got so excited I've ordered a case for it, so I now need to get rid of it. And also I've ordered spare batteries for it, which again I'm not using obviously because I have a different camera. So these all will have to be sold, and hopefully that will go for a reasonable price. I'm not going to sell it for like too high, I just want to get rid of it basically. So this is a lesson, should be to me and all of you. Do not buy the stuff that you think you might want, and when you get it your life will get better, but it never does. You just end up not using it, and then it just sits in your room and creates clutter and clutters your energy. I feel like my energy needs to be decluttered as well. Then I went to plan my move, and I was thinking, what am I going to need immediately as soon as I move? So that obviously is the food preparation aids. And because when me and my ex-boyfriend moved in together, we both obviously had a set of kitchen utensils, and you know, pots and pans and everything, all sorts of things. We've decided to just chuck a lot away, and we bought all the new things, including plates, you know, cutlery, everything. So now as we come in to separate, obviously he's keeping everything here because it just lives in the house, so I will have to get myself a new set of everything. And this is super exciting because I can now choose the stuff that I like, you know, the colors, the style and all that sort. And I've already been shopping a little bit, so I'm gonna film you a little section where I show you what I've bought already. Yeah, it's just all super cute. Although I have no idea what color worktops are gonna be in the kitchen that I'm gonna be living in the house, you know, what color wall tiles, or you know, like a table wood color, anything like that. But I'm just gonna go for whatever and try to kind of tie it all together with some sort of like accessories, like placemats, or I don't know. I wanted to show you quickly the dining set I bought. This is like every plate is unique, and patterns like something like this, but every plate will be slightly different. It's really pretty, I think. Looks like this. I don't want to open the whole box, but this is just a small, like a cake plate, like a side plate. So it's a grayish green with little marbly effects. I think it's gorgeous. So just to show you what else I bought, I bought one of them, the foldable kind, made of silicone. It's a cute color. Then I bought like a chopping board, bigger one, and kind of smaller one. These both are bamboo. They're not too expensive, but this is just all I need to kind of set me up to start using the kitchen. Then I bought a set of cutlery, and the reason I bought it is because I liked the knife shape, and I also like the handles. They're quite cute and thin. And the spoons are reasonable size as well. Ideally, I would have wanted a narrower fork, but that's the one they had, which was most kind of acceptable to me, so I got that one. Then, this is super cute. I bought a saucepan. And it's all like a cream with little fleckles, and a wooden handle. So now I want everything to be cream and have light wood in it. Like, I didn't find the knives, but this is a smaller frying pan I bought as well. So the same make. And then this one is a large one for, you know, pancakes and homemade burgers and things like potato roasties and, you know, all sorts of stuff, because I do like batch frying them, and I do like quite a lot of space to have as many as I can in one go. So these were not too expensive, but I do love the way they look. They're super cute. Then I bought some of these tools. This one's really good, actually. That's the one I have in this house right now, so I just bought myself a brand new one to take to the new place. It does pick up quite large areas, you know, like if you're making French fries in the oven, or, you know, flipping anything, really. The ladle, obviously, for my soups. What's this? Oh, this is a really good peeler as well, so I got myself one of them. And then this is for opening like tins and also bottles, you know, if you have like a, I don't know, like a beer bottle or whatever with the metal top, so just pop that open. And also sometimes if you can't open a tin like a glass jar, because sometimes it's screwed on too tight, so you have to loosen it up. So this is like invaluable. I mainly bought it for this one. So let's see, what else do we have? Oh, the most important thing is, I'll show you. This is the cup that goes with my dining set. How cute is this? This is super cool. I think it's gonna be not as much for drinking as for actually, you know, putting things in, like if I'm preparing something, I'm pre-chopping things, you know. So I've got 3 of them because they only had 3 left, so I'm about to go back again, so I might pick up the 4th one because they're almost like mini bowls. I don't know, I think I'm gonna use them quite a lot in cooking, not just drinking tea. Yeah. So these are my purchases so far. I did cross quite a few things off the list, but I still have just as much, or if not a little more left, so I'm just gonna keep finding things and packing them away, ready for my move. Now, another item on my list is going to be food, cupboard essentials and like stuff like that. So I will have to buy things like salt, sugar, pepper, or cooking oils, you know, rice, pasta, like baking soda, flour, you know, things like that to have for when I need it. And also on top of that, I'll have to stock the fridge. So, you know, with food obviously, and things like sauces like mayonnaise, ketchup, you know, like mustard, you know, like things like butter, things that have to have always in your fridge. So I've made a list of those. So I've made lists of things I need, and non-perishables I've already started on, but obviously food, I'll have to wait till I actually move. So it's going to be a nice big trip to the supermarket where I spend probably a fortune, but never mind, that's only going to be done once, and then after that I'll just do like my weekly grocery shops. Another thing I'd have to do is to go through my fabric stash again and revise it again, because I've already done a huge destashing, and I think I showed it on Instagram where I had bags upon bags of fabrics that I've donated to the local Ukrainian refugee center, because I know that Ukrainian girls, for the most part, are into sewing and knitting and things like that. So I knew that these fabrics would be used and not just sit there as a dead weight. So I've done that already, but I'm thinking I still have too many. And there are things in there like scubas, you know, like I would have 3-4 meters of different scuba fabrics, which are quite bulky, but when am I going to need them? When am I going to like use them? Maybe in the summer, but not in the winter. You don't wear scuba clothes in the winter. I was thinking like making like a dressy, I don't know, like a dressy dresses dressy dresses and dressy jumpsuits and stuff like that for the summer. And what else do I have in there? Yeah, I don't know. I have to go through it again. I might record it for you. Maybe I'll just make an episode of going through my fabric stash and doing it on camera and just probably keeping them all in the end. I don't know. It's so embarrassing. But I do need to minimize that further. I do. I've done my books already, so I'm kind of like, I could have been more ruthless with it. But at the same time, I do love my books and I do love my fabrics. So, I don't know what to do. I don't know how much space I'm going to have in there. I know there's going to be a garage. So, whether I would trust the garage to keep the fabrics in, or books or magazines, I don't know. I have to go and see what it's like, whether it's damp in there. Like, I don't know. I have to go and see how much space I have in the bedroom, in the lounge. So that for the minutes, I don't know. I don't know whether my whole bedroom is going to be packed with boxes of books and patterns and all sorts, or whether I can store it elsewhere and go and pick stuff up as and when I need it. Another thing that I'll need to actually do is repot my orchids, because some of them are just in a very sorry state. And yes, they have been flowering for years. No, this one's brand new, so this one's okay. But to be fair, they all need repotting. Most of them. This one is okay. This one's fairly new. This one has been feeling sorry for itself for quite a while, but the roots are still healthy, so I need to pay attention to that one and see what I can do. Again, the soil is hideous. I need to absolutely repot it. I'll be doing that either today or tomorrow. This one's fairly healthy, but I think I could probably tidy up and just put in a tighter pot maybe. Yeah, I haven't neglected them for long enough. I've neglected them, been very, very bad girl. So, to sum it up, I do feel excited and I do keep busy, and my brain is always thinking, what else can I do? What else can I do to prepare? What else can I do to plan? But then when I have a moment to stop for like a second, a little bit of anxiety kicks in. And I think it comes from not knowing exactly what the future holds. And for me, the scariest part is I don't know how I'm going to feel when I move out. Because I know in terms of money and in terms of organizing everything, I can do that. But how am I actually going to feel when I'm there all by myself and I close the door and there's nobody there, just me? Am I gonna cry? Am I gonna do a little happy dance and just enjoy being on my own? I don't know. But at the moment, it's like everything I've known and everything, all the security I've kind of told myself I had is no longer going to be there. So I'm going to leave all that behind, and I think maybe I just need the time to kind of settle into that feeling of just being just me. I'll probably be more sociable as well, I think. It's hard to tell. So I don't have doubts. I'm happy with my decision and I'm happy with the way my life is taking turn. But I'm just a bit anxious that I will feel sad, I think, because I don't like feeling sad. Yeah. So these are my thoughts and plans that I shared with you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions or tips, please do leave them in the comments. I do love reading your advice and your suggestions, and it does come very handy at the times like this. So I'm gonna crack on with planning and organizing and doing all those things to keep myself busy and do the best preparation I can so that my move goes seamlessly. Never does, but I can just hope. Meanwhile, you stay pretty and create something beautiful, and I will see you in my next video very, very soon. Love you all. Bye.